of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which of course is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals. For the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Utah State Aggies, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Akron Zips. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Team out there, we're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wolf. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. The Aggies offense will begin backed up off that forward turn. Always enjoyed coming to the Fiesta Bowl over the years, and of course you got the modern Silver Stadium here sitting in the desert ready for this showdown.
Well, it's so many great memories here, Chris. Think back to the Boise State, Oklahoma back in 07. How about the classic between Oklahoma State and Stanford with Andrew Luck in 2012? And then the shocker just a few years ago with TCU over Michigan in 2022. This game has a history of providing the unexpected. Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
QB decides to keep it here. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Really a great way to get this game started for this offense. You know, they told us in our production meeting, they thought with certain formations, they'd be able to get this defense out of position and hit them for some big plays. Here we're seeing it to get this game started.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. The pass rush closing in. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Touchdown, Zips. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, the defense could not have written a better script than this. First drive of the game, not only do you come up with a pick, but you spot your offense 6 points right away. I wouldn't be surprised if they tell their offense, just sit back and take it easy, fellas.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Utah State's offense back out on the field now. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Short pass finds the tight end. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
This is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Now it's 2nd down here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th. Punt team ready to boot it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Bounce right at the 3-yard line and into the end zone for a touchback. The Zips offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Off the play fake on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket now. He'll throw it now. And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time. Not a long return, but the important thing that Pick wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29. The offense is set up with excellent field position. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it. Incompletion makes it 2nd down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
The offense knocking on the door here with a 1st and goal. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. Path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate.
And he'll get there. Touchdown, Utah State.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
Extra point try coming now. And it's good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Returner decides to field it. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Akron offense back out there. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Receiver in motion now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Well, the defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Second down play coming up for this offense. And he drops back in the gun. Grab down the middle. It's Stevens. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Caught on the outside. It's Stevens. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to get a...
And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. That big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Handoff here from the shotgun. In the clear at the 25. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The Zips will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. This will be the 9th play on the drive. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
And the jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? It's a quarterback keeper. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the 1st quarter. Early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship, deadlocked at the end of 1. Let's check out the early stats so far. We'll see if the rest of this playoff game can live up to a very competitive opening period. Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looking for 6. Intercepted in the end zone. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
City's offense is back on the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. He shreds the tackle. That's a nice stiff arm. Doesn't produce much, just a small gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Catch is made down the middle. Huge play. They finally get him down, but he's all the way up to midfield. Now they can open up the playbook. They attack the deep middle of this defense. Could come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. 2nd down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. The senior quarterback lucky that didn't get picked off.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack. And the punt team now on to kick it away. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. The Zips offense comes back out onto the field now. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking for a deep completion. And it's complete downfield. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Into the end zone. Touchdown, accurate. But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. First down here for this offense. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And he's tackled after the catch. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Going to try to use his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Can he get there on the ground? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
How about the defense on this play right here? Chris, they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense that's pinning their ears to get upfield. But instead, it was almost like the defense was expecting the run. They're not surprised at all. They make a great play.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. The Akron offense back out on the field now. Last time out, a 1-play touchdown drive through the air. Can you keep it going here? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. He's going to take off. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. Crucial third down play right here. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll try a pass here. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down. And the Zips will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Here comes the Utah State offense out there. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now, the football placed exactly at midfield. Look out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short completion of the big tight end. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the +40. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
You know, a lot of times college quarterbacks are more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
First down, looking to throw the football. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or field goal. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Boy, his quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong way. Sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Important 2nd down play coming up. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He's escaping the pocket now. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. The Zips come to the line in the hurry-up. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Trying to extend the play. On the move, looking deep. Oh, that one's picked off. And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender and he throws the interception.
And they won't run another play, just to kneel down and head to the locker room. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game, and we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out, and it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate.
Here comes the Akron offense back out there. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15.
Chris, let's send things back to you and Kirk for what should be a memorable second half as we eagerly anticipate who'll be moving on to the next round of this college football playoff.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion makes it second down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Good protection there. Now finally throws it to the right. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Looking to chuck it again. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score. And the Zips are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it from the red zone. It's a quick grab. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The Zips will line up here on 1st down and goal. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Second down and goal upcoming. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Zips. This offense really clicking. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, and some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Utah State, 7.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Utah State's offense back out on the field now. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Bulldozing him. Spin move and still going. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory. Tackled at the 45.
Chris, as this play was unfolding, the only thing I wanted to know was he going to get the ball over the defense to the running back. Once the back caught the ball, look out. Big yards ahead.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Wait, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right here.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down. They'll give it to the back. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. The Zips offense comes back out onto the field now. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Delay of game. Offense.
Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Throws it to the right. And off the deflection, it's caught. They've got him, but not before he makes a 1st down at the 41.
You know, we've seen this guy make a lot of plays, but one of the things that really stands out to me is his desire to want to come down with the ball. Here, the ball is deflected. Instead of giving up on the play, he still has that desire to come up with the catch to help his quarterback out.
Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The pocket breaking down. Looking to scramble. Looks like he's going to run it. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And he's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. And the quarterback keeps it here. Has the 1st down and more. Ball carrier brought down what is the final play of this 3rd quarter. Well, Kirk Akron has the lead here, sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the 1st down marker. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Here we go, 4th quarter. They cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. Their defense, they've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
A great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the 2-point try.
They'll return it from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. The Akron offense back out on the field now. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. That run takes it across the 30-yard line. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they wrap it up after the completion, just short of the 1st down marker. And the Zips will come to the line to run the hurry up. Movement here from the tight end. On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. The Zips will line up on 1st and 10. quarterback making some changes at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He bought some time, now lets it go. Picked off, a crucial turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead? Taking a
breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And they've got him at the 4, but and run.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes. And this guy can throw.
It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. They're going to run it. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
They get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Can't find anybody on 3rd down, throws it away, and now 4th down coming up.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and the receiver just not quite on the same page there on that 3rd down and long. But at this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. A solid kick. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Returner steps out of bounds at the 17. Here comes the Akron offense back out there. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They'll work the clock here with their running game. Ball knocked loose in the... That's a safety for the defense. Offside.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. He did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time.
Free play, man.
It's on
Free
the
play.
defense. They're going to make the right call.
It's a free play. Chat going crazy.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's looking to scramble. Breaking free at the 35. Slides to avoid the big hit. And the Zips come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Having boys discombobulated. They've been cheating so bad.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's brought down out at the 46.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock. Pre-snap motion from the receiver.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, with the lead here, this is where you want to just take your time. The defense, as we know, they are looking to do anything they can to create an aggressive play to try to create a turnover. So you got to work that clock, but also protect the football. I'm sure the coach right now is preaching to all his guys and reminding them about ball security at this point in the game.
The Zips will have to kick it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Aggies offense is back on the field now. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. That completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Fires it to the wideout. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Looking to throw it again. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And the downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold off when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Getting set. Here's second down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And the pass is incomplete. Need to pick up something here in third down. A field goal try here will be from 58. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it.
4th down now, and defensively, you know you're just asking these guys to make one more stop to seal the victory.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. And he lobs it deep down the middle. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Look out, he's got some space. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing him the game.
A change of direction. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the Zips hope to be able to run this clock out of the final minute and secure the W. They'll run it here. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. That's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. And the same runner's got it again. And they've got him back there for a loss of 8. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Second and long, but you figure they'll run the ball here to work the clock. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
And that is a tough assignment for this strong safety because truly, he's really a hybrid player in this defense. He defends the pass, which makes him a defensive back, but his tackling ability is like a linebacker. So they don't mind coming up and taking on these players, but that is a tough task to take on that big fullback.
Well, they feed the fullback here, and the big fella with a solid gain there.
Yeah, there aren't a whole lot of college offenses that still display a fullback. It sure is nice to see a guy that not only can block most of the game, but occasionally get his hands on the football and get some positive yards.
Trying for a fourth down completion. Going for a big play downfield. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. Defense finally makes the stop after a big gain. This offense not throttling back, even on the final play. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the Akron Zips, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Return starts from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So Akrons will get the first crack on offense today. I love being in Miami for the Orange Bowl. So much history and tradition. So many championships have been won in this game. But, Kirk, they've been playing this since 1935. Can you tell me who won that first Orange Bowl?
You know what's funny is I actually asked the Sunshine Scooter, who's from Miami, just in case you might ask me that question, so I have an answer. Miami played the Bison of Bucknell, and Bucknell upset them. Talk about a team coming out of left field and pulling off an upset even back then. But who would have guessed how much this game and the college football world would change since then?
Looking to throw it on first down. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
A sack sets up a second down and very long. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
Pressure is coming. And the junior gets home making a sack there.
Man, that's how you respond after giving up such a big play through the air. The next play, you get after the quarterback, make some adjustments, and come up with a nice sack.
Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he'll just get rid of it.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Kicked it too far. It lands in the end zone for a touchback. The Rebels offense gets their first crack now. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Well, this is textbook defensive back play right here. He's in phase with the wide receiver, and the thing that I love, and a lot of defensive backs don't have the ability to do, he gets his head turned around, eyes on the quarterback to know when the ball's coming to allow him to knock it away.
They bring him down after a short gain there. Crucial third down play after that completion. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. The Rebels have first and 10 here. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be...
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than that.
And the Rebels hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Defense looking to dial up some pressure here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. A slap into play could not escape the pass rush.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs, and also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
Long enough and good. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Zips offense comes back out onto the field now. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
The shotgun running play call. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47. Third down after that running play. Try and muscle for the first down. Fighting off the defender. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks. The Zips pick up enough for a first down here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And looking to throw now on first down. Defense is coming after him. And the senior quarterback off target there. He looked behind him. So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. That's caught. It's Stevens.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
On third down, it's a handoff. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down. And the Zips come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. First down, looking to throw the football. And looking for a big play here. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
That defensive back played that route so well. Right on the receiver's hip, he saw the ball and just swatted it away.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Play action fake, looking to throw. He lets it go on the move. And that one's picked off. What a play.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
First down here for this offense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. It's a sack. They trap him inside the 5.
Boy, risky call here. Close to their own goal line. They're lucky they did not give up a safety in 2 points.
That sack sets up a second down and long. They're going to run it here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground here. Runner with an impressive spin move there. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. And Kirk, it's Ole Miss on top. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Football comes out. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play here. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And now they'll run it on the draw. Jukes, the defender, gets brought down after a solid game.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. They'll try to run for the first down. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. The Akron offense back out on the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. On the run, he'll let it go. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36. The Zips will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot. It's caught. Did he get a foot in? Yes, they say it's a catch, a big gain. And the Zips looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Just trucks through the defender. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Akron.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. But when they're rolling like this, results in quick and positive results.
Extra point makes the lead 4. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 42.
That's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
The DB's backing off from the line now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Stevens. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on 1st down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a 2nd and manageable here for this offense.
They'll run it from the gun. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
On the run here, lets it go. Makes a quick catch. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. And backs line up on either side of the quarterback. And now they run the draw play. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
Well, the timing and the fake on this play was so good, you almost think it's a magic whack, right? The magician is showing you something, and then you realize it's not really there. He's creating an illusion, and the illusion was that they're going to throw the football. It looked like a pass play, but instead they turned it into a draw. The offensive line were able to get out in front. They drew the defensive line upfield and beat them at their own game. That's why they picked up big yards in the secondary.
And they tried the middle, but stuck for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Snags it with throw. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. And it's good right down the middle. So we reach the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He brings it back to the 18 before stepping out. Here comes the Akron offense back out there. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Breaking tackles. And the tackle is made. The screen pass there produces a solid gain. The Zips looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
No, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. And the Zips come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And the receiver's got it. An explosive play moves the ball all the way down near the 25-yard line. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Stevens. And the ball to the ground. Fumble recovered by the defense going the other way.
Boy, the defense showing their team speed on that play, flying around that receiver. But he didn't do a good job of securing the football, and the ball comes out.
And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. Get some space around the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Inside the 10. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Rebels. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Zips offense comes back out onto the field now. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the completion makes it second and short. From the shotgun, drops back, bringing pressure. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Caught quickly. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion makes it second and medium. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Tipped and then drops. A chance to make a play, but instead it's third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. He's running out of time here. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. They didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs. Defense comes down with it.
So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So on first down, the field goal leader will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Just time enough for 1 more play in the half. Looking to throw it on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Tackled on the return, and that's how we'll end the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of.
The Zips will kick this deep to begin the second half. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. Already a two-possession lead here. Let's see if they continue to call it aggressively and try to put this defense in a bigger hole. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
We'll look to throw it here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Hit as he released it. And he's got his man open downfield. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. The Rebels will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Play action here on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Here's the second down play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but it's a first down spotted near the 41. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And they'll use the ground game here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he drops back in the gun. Gets the ball on as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. The defense makes the stop very close to a first down. The offense couldn't convert on fourth down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. There's the handoff. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down.
That's just mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line does their job, gets a nice surge there, and the back does what he needs to do to pick up the first down.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. And the Zips come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on first down. Running back has it on a screen now. And the tackle is made. Not the big play that we're looking for, but a pretty solid gain. The completion sets up a second down play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Second effort. Their defense cannot stop him short of the marker. The Zips will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. And in first down, they go right back to him.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And the Zips looking to cash in the red zone. And here's the handoff. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. And they pick up the first on the ground. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now.
Hey, great job here by this defense. It's going to be 4th down and 1. They bent, but they did not break. And we'll see if the offense elects to go for it here on this 4th down play.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Here we go on 4th down. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. The Zips trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. 2nd down and goal. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Defense flexing. They stop him again at the 1-yard line. That will be 3rd down.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Zips. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Heavy blitz look here pre-snap. Handoff here from the shotgun. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of play. And Kirky's Ole Miss on top. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Quarterback keeps the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And the Rebels will have to kick this away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The Akron offense back out on the field now. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. On 1st down, it's play action. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. This one is broken up, ball's incomplete.
Now, the offensive coordinator told us before the game they consider any one-on-one deep shot an advantage, but they couldn't connect on that try. Give credit to that defensive back, man. He played that perfectly.
They'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
He'll kick it away here. No fair catch. He feels the punt. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Rebels offense is back out on them. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. First down. Looking to throw the football. Makes a quick grab. He's going to lose yardage there. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
And the run moves the ball up to the 33. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down. And the Rebels looking to run some tempo here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught in the flat by the running back. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher 2nd down on the way.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All you could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, here we go, Chris. One of the biggest plays of the game. 3rd down and long with the lead late in the game. Clock is running. I think this is the time you call one of your favorite plays on this 3rd down. At the same time, be very mindful. You cannot turn the football over.
The Rebels will bring their punt team onto the field. Punt lands at the 6, but heads into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Akron offense back out there. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together with this drive? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to pull it down and run. Breaking free at the 35. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs. So quickly all the way up to the 36, and it's first down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Short connection to the tight end here. Oh, and it goes down after a short gain. That's not enough for the first down. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. One of the biggest plays we've had so far. 3rd down and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-hole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
And the back now goes in motion. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Eludes the rush. Took contact on the throw. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Defense bunching at the line, showing blitz. Looking to pass here on second down. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Loss of 4. Brings up third down.
The important play right here. Close game, fourth quarter, third and long. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. What a kick. It's good from 55.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
The Zips offense comes back out onto the field now. Last time they gambled and lost, went for it in fourth down in their territory and got stopped. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. It's a fumble. It's a turnover. Second, there's a timeout on the field. The coach wants the officials to take another look at that one. Thinks he might get an overturn. So it turns out that was a smart move by the head coach using the challenge. The officials overturned the previous ruling on that play. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up to the sack in a crucial moment.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw it on third and very long. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. So 5-point game. They need a touchdown. They'll keep the offense on the field. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. And the ball is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in a good position.
Well, that...
So their excellent season comes to an end. They stumble one step short getting into that national championship game. Always stings to lose a semifinal game.
Man, what a magical year. These guys have done everything that's been asked of them. They had a great season. They had a ton of momentum coming into tonight. I thought they had a great chance to win this game.